So I'm going to start off by apologizing as I forgot to record all audio for this episode except towards the end. So I've been trying to figure out how I would do such an episode. This will be a short recap of what has happened so far. On the 2nd of October, Task Force 16 sails to the Solomon Sea. Hornet and Enterprise will support a landing on Kaveing. Marines fighting in Truk use USS Alabama and USS South Dakota to help bombard enemy positions in the mountains, while Seabees and Merchant Marines refit the port for housing of Allied ships. In the night of the 2nd, all Japanese troops are wiped out from the island, and troops now begin clearing traps and reconstruction of defensive posts. Task Force 17's aircraft are still in patrol around Truk, clearing any merchants and small defense forces that arrive. Soon, Truk will be converted into a forward base to extend our reaches towards our former land in the Philippines and Indonesia. On the night of the 4th, Convoy 2 lands with 5,000 Marines on Kaveing, with Convoy 5 inbound. Though due to some miscalculation, Convoy 2 is ahead of schedule and will not have any support from Task Force 17 until noon the next day. Barnes and her fighter group will have to work extra hard. And hard they work. A horde of Japanese bombers and torpedo bombers begin bombing and torpedoing cargo ships and Barnes. They also shoot down all of our escorting fighters from Barnes. To make matters even worse, the convoy runs into a Japanese surface fleet in the Bismarck Sea, though they too seem confused, as they retreat, expecting a larger force, not before sinking Barnes, whose crew was already heavily considering the order to abandon ship. The crushing blow on the 5th shows Japanese reinforcements have arrived. We no longer have the upper hand. However, we must keep a stiff upper lip in the face of the loss of our first carrier. Our advocates for battleships will surely use this loss to speak up against our carrier fleet. On the 16th, Task Force 17 arrives for rest and refit. Task Force 38 arrives shortly after, consisting of USS Washington, Massachusetts, and North Carolina, escorted by the Atlanta-class cruisers Reno, Flint, and Tucson, and the ASW attachment Philip, Stack, Wilson, and Sterrett. We have also sunk a battleship, Yamashiro, who led a bombardment force through Truk, though were swiftly pushed back. Now that we're caught up, on the 16th, Kaveing is now under Allied control. After heavy fighting, our forces now have all eyes on Rabul. With the destruction of Convoy 2, a new task force has been formed, escorted by 2 light carriers and 2 heavy cruisers. This will make sure that they at least have some amount of support during the landings, and they are better prepared to take on Rabul. A Japanese cruiser task force is spotted off of Port Moresby. Royal Australian Air Force aircraft scramble to attack. While they don't do much damage, they do sink 1 destroyer and cause quite the panic for Japanese sailors. The 18th of October, Japanese surface fleets tried to make a breakout of Rabul. Task Force 16 and our escort carriers are ready, however. They sink a destroyer and cripple a battleship, though not much else is done to the ships. A second strike is ordered. However, these planes run into another force breaking out of Rabul. American bombs failed to penetrate Nagato's deck armor, and she sustained survivable damage. Task Force 38 is too far, and Task Force 16's aircraft wouldn't arrive in time, so it seems as though she will live to sail another day. Thank you for watching this episode. If you have any input, as always, please leave it in the comments below. And I hope you have a wonderful day.